Yeah, so my name is Niels Alberg. I'm the CEO and founder of Publicum. We work with audience development, audience insights, combining AI and anthropology. We have a very clear focus on the early developing, and we're here today in Cork to meet the great team. I've experienced a very interesting group and a lot of people with a lot of great questions, and I think I also saw a very open-minded team across all the different projects, and I would say that's the normal interaction we have as well. We have a lot of curiosity around the projects often. I think this group also received the input extremely as we hoped, that our approach to this has much to do with making people think about the audience as humans rather than content consumers, and we often have better conversations about that with creatives, especially with writers and directors who have a lot of attention to that point about how we take decisions and how we form relationship, what we do in dilemmas and so on. And I think a lot of the questions today also had to do with that kind of curiosity, so I'm really happy with the reception basically. To me, this project with the European Writers Club is also a new thing, and is really inspiring, that is so cross-bordering, that is from the creative point of view more than we normally work with. Normally the producer, the writer, director is the same nationality, so I think it's very interesting to have these pan-European discussions in here. And then I also really liked how you engage the broadcasters here as well. I'm a big fan of including a lot of people broadly very early on. When we do projects normally back in Europe, we always try to engage people from the creative side, from the producing side, if possible also from the distributing side. For me it's also a first timer, I think, to have the broadcasters on board, but I'm a huge fan of involving very broadly, both from a national point of view, but also from a professional point of view, especially in the beginning of a project. So I think both parts are really great with this concept. I at least believe it's very fruitful for a project to have many options in the beginning. I think often we have seen before that conversations come a little bit too late, where there can be some kind of a regret in the creative team of not being provided with these alternative perspective maybe 2 or 3 years before. So I think this is what's really great about also the sessions here, that all the projects here are so early on. So I don't know if they become necessarily more solid, but I think they will have a lot more inspiration, and the creative platform they can jump from will be bigger. Again, it's up to the lead creative to decide what to do with it, but I believe it's a very strong foundation to have a lot of voices in the beginning and not later on, which I think has been a tendency for a long time, that the longer a project existed, the more people got involved. I think it's interesting to reverse it a little bit and involve a lot of people in the beginning, and then let somebody decides along the way. So actually turning the funnel a little bit upside down is interesting.